Welcome to the unabridged audio version of the New York Times and Wall Street Journal bestseller, Never Fly Solo. This book is written and performed by the wingman, Lieutenant Colonel Rob Waldo Waldman, who also holds the copyright of this production. A retired combat-decorated fighter pilot, Waldo is a Hall of Fame keynote speaker and peak performance coach. In this book, he will share the tools he's learned in the cockpit and in business that will help you break performance barriers, lead with courage, and reach new heights in your personal and professional life. It's time to strap in and prepare for takeoff.
Chapter 1. Push It Up. Attitude plus action determines altitude. The briefing room hums with the nervous chatter of 33 new trainees awaiting their official in-briefing. We're newly commissioned second lieutenants stationed at Williams Air Force Base in the scorching heat of Phoenix, Arizona. The next 12 months are known as UPT, undergraduate pilot training, and the only thing any of us can think about is jumping into the Cessna T-37 Tweet twin-engine jet trainer and pushing up the throttles. The future is finally here. Major Jerry Free, the flight commander of Scat Pack Flight, part of the 98th Flying Training Squadron, walks in the door. Captain R.J. Sturmer, our assigned student liaison, calls the room to attention. We stand rigid and tense as Major Free slowly walks around the room and inspects each of us, up and down. He stands at the center of the room and pauses. Eyes dart around the room, 33 dreams traveling on a single flight path. Sweat trickles down the back of my neck. What's he up to? Look to your left and right, he says. One of you won't make it through UPT. I catch my breath. Suddenly, my mind flashes back through the 4 brutal years I just spent at the Air Force Academy. Those years of struggle, sacrifice, hard work that got me into pilot training, and now this stranger is telling me I may not make it through? A flood of resolve courses through my body, through my veins. I can barely stand still without vibrating. The guy that doesn't make it? It won't be me. I imagine my future. I'll solo the Tweet. I'll earn those coveted silver wings, and my parents will pin them to my chest at UPT graduation. Then, I'll strap into an F-16 fighter with 30,000 pounds of thrust and lift off for even greater heights. I grin on the inside. This is no longer a training program for me. I'm now on a mission. I commit myself to that moment with a silent battle cry. I will do whatever it takes to fulfill my dreams. I will sweat, I will sacrifice, and if necessary, I will bleed. I will advance the throttle of my life to full power and work my tail off. I want those wings. I will push it up. We all have dreams and aspirations that put a smile on our face and a surge of eagerness in our heart. Let me ask you, what are yours? What launches you out of bed and into your day, ready to do whatever it takes to succeed? Are you willing to fight for that success? If you weren't, you wouldn't have bothered to even pick up this book. But now that you have, please, don't put it down. It's the first step on a journey that will help you power through the barriers that may be holding you back from reaching new heights in your career. Trust me, if I can strap into the tiny cockpit of an F-16 for hours at a time, climb to 30,000 feet over Iraq at Mach 2, and dodge incoming missiles, then you can do anything. You see, I was a claustrophobic fighter pilot with a crazy fear of heights. Probably not the best skill set for that type of work. And I couldn't tell a soul. Let's just say I was not your typical fighter pilot. That's right. When I was a kid, I couldn't even jump off a 10-foot-high diving board or even ride a roller coaster at Disney World without being terrified. I was, for lack of a better word, a wimp. Then 3 years into my 11-year flying career, I nearly lost it while scuba diving in the Caribbean. 30 feet under the water, my mask malfunctioned and I inhaled a whole lungful of burning, stinging salt water. I'll never forget how I felt. I had something called a panic attack. I thought I was going to die. Bursting up through the ocean surface with one last breath in me, I told myself I would never scuba dive again. Not a pretty picture. The result? The latent claustrophobia that I thought I had overcome that day
Sample complete. Ready to continue?